Good morning, and how you doing? Hope you guys are having a great start to your day. Me and Marcus are just about to load up to make our way over to get a little shed done. But before all of that, thank you very much for all your support. All right, it's been 2 videos that we're in so far, and we're doing our best. Still need to get another camera, a tripod, some microphones, and a few other gadgets to make the videos as productive as possible and give you guys something, you know, that you'll enjoy at the end of the day. All right, so thank you very much. Really appreciate everything. Keep the comments coming. Keep the criticism coming. I like it, whether it's positive or negative, because this way it helps us go forward. All right, so with that all being said, once again, thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. Today we're going to be doing a shed install, basically a soffit install on a shed. So we're going to show you the basics of the J install, the soffit install, and the fascia install. All right, so hopefully you enjoy what we have for you today, and we'll take it from there. So see you guys in a bit.
See you guys in a bit.
See ya. Hey everybody. So I had some time yesterday and I wanted to get prepped for this job that we're about to get done over here. A lot of times I'll go to my unit and I'll start bending up fascia, so as this way to save some time when we are on the job site, so I don't have to worry about spending too much extra just on bending where I could be focused on installing. So what you see here in this video is me basically stripping up the aluminum flat stock that I get into strips, and then basically I measure up the appropriate size fascia and I bend it to that size. Makes it a lot easier and a lot faster once you get on site. I choose to bend up my fascia because it looks a lot cleaner and it's a lot neater. A lot of builders sometimes will basically bring in economy style, which has the lines running across it. That's the cheaper type. L&M's not about the cheaper type. We're all about quality. All right, so sit tight and enjoy the rest of the install.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. There's a name across the GTA that homeowners trust. L&M aluminum, quality's a must. Sonny and Mark are showing up with purpose and with pride. The Stano boys together working side by side. When your house needs protection from the elements outside, L&M's the name you can't deny. Building reputation, one job at...
Hey everybody. All right, so we got to the job site here. We got all of our equipment out. And basically this is gonna be the job that we're gonna be doing today. Should take maybe a few hours. Back across there. And then the other side is nice and tight up against this fence, so we're gonna have to do some monkey work over here is what we call it, jumping up and on the side. So we'll get in there, we'll get the top here. So we're gonna start right now by putting up the J trim. Marcus, you wanna grab that, buddy? All right, so usually when we do this, we take our level and we put it up to here, and we want to make sure that it's running level with the fascia going back to the wall, to the wood, to the brick, to whatever it is that's the body of the job that we're doing. So with this one here, since we already have these trusses here, those are already running level with the fascia. So we don't need to use the level today. All right, so we can leave the level down here. So now we can just put the J trim up. All right, so this J is gonna go across like this. Let me do a little return over here. Is this the same size? Maybe we can miter it. So we'll miter our corners. So this is 9 inches. 9 inches. I'm gonna snip that right there. All right. All right. pop that one up. And we want to make sure that we sheet the screws. That's one. That's two. This one here I have to snip a little bit. All right, so now I can move it down a little bit more to the next truss that's over here. All right. So now what we got to do is we got to measure up the soffit. So the soffit is measured from where the J trim starts to out here. So we're at 6.5. 6 3/8. All right. So we're gonna go cut some soffit now. We're gonna come back and we're gonna start running down this side. See you in a bit. All right, on the soffit table, let's get our measurements out here. Hey bud, take care buddy. All right, now we go in the back, start popping this up. So we got the soffit all cut up now. Now I'm gonna start installing it and show you basically the process of what happens with that, all right? Marcus, if you wanna grab that. All right. This first one goes up like this, slides in, but you gotta remember, we got a mitered corner up here, so we gotta go with the cut. That one goes like that. Cut it by eye. All right. Just like that, first piece is up. All right, then we go on to the next one. And now, soffit's basically a tongue and groove type of idea. So everything slides in easy once you get it going. That one. That's that one. All right, next one. Slides in, nice. All right. Hold these for a second, please. Pass me up one at a time, my ass, right? Pass the next one. Have the next one ready. All right. All right, as you can see, soffit is all up on this wall up over here. All right, so now the next task is putting up the fascia. You want to hold that for a sec, Marcus? So the fascia is over here. This is what you guys saw me bending yesterday when I was at my unit. So we will start from up here. All right. So when putting up a fascia, I like to wrap around the corner first a little bit, so it's a continuous piece going the other way as well. Closer, Marcus. So basically, I'm making a straight line with my square. And by the way, these squares are the best things to work with. Give it a snip right there. Give it a snip right here. Miter these corners so that it looks nice and clean. A little snip the other way. And basically put our fold, give it a nice bend. All right, and there's your fascia start. Pop it up here. A little closer, Marcus. And that's the first fascia. Right up. All right. So that one goes like that. Grab a screw. All right. Pop up a screw right up there. Pop up another one right there. All right, I'm gonna get down and move over, Marcus. So basically put up another couple of more screws. All right, so now we're gonna basically just continue around with the rest of the fascia, and let's see what it looks like after. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, everybody, I'm gonna start putting up the J trim across the back. Same type of idea as at the front. You wanna get your measurement of your J that's here. We got 9 inches. So I'm gonna grab my J trim. That's it, good job. I'll pull it down there, measure it down just a little bit more than 9 inches. Keep that there, Marcus. Snip, snip. A little bit there. Pop like that. And then we pop it up. That's that. So I'm going to put a screw right here. Like I said, we don't need a level because they already have these trusses right here that are running out level to the fascia, so we don't have to use a level. Put another screw right here. Snip this little excess up here. Match up those corners so that they look nice and clean. All right. That one goes in there. And this screw. Ah, good job, Marcus. Can go right there. All right. Next piece right there. So what I'm gonna need to do is just continue with another little piece of J here. So I'm just gonna measure it up. What do we got here? We got 12 plus another 9, that's 21. So now I gotta go cut myself another piece of J trim. And then we're gonna start putting the soffit up here. So I'll talk to you guys in a minute. All right, guys, we're getting started on the back section. So same idea as we did with the front one. Slide that in. Get the proper angle so everything will fit. Strip that down. Cut this by eye. Okay. Once the first one is cut, the rest of them go together basically like a puzzle. So that one goes in, this one goes in, put up another one, and I can screw those ones in. All right, so let me start putting some screws in here. All right, got a few more, and then we can start putting up some more fascia around. All right, there's a little bit of a gap in here. So since I've got some wood underneath here, you can always use that as support. Okay. Okay, so this one needs to start getting cut a little bit. Maybe I can get this all in. Where's my... There we go. My pencil. Alright, so bottom corner cut there. Top corner cut here. Let's do this by eye again. Alright. Let's see how it fits. Look at that. Just like a puzzle, folks. Just like a puzzle. All right. So, Marcus, you need to back up a little bit so I can put some more screws in here. Another couple over here. Another one over here. And one more. Right. Right there. All right, so I'm gonna get some fascia, start wrapping around to get as far as we can over here, and we'll see how that goes. All right, everybody, so we got the soffit run down this side over here, so now I'm gonna continue with the fascia going from that angle and wrapping it around. Marcus, if you can hold that please for me, buddy. All right. So let me slide this one in first up over here. That one goes like that. This corner goes nice and tight. Everything's nice and right. Beauty. That goes up like that. And I gotta use some colored nails, colored screws for this. Put the first one right up in about there. Next one I can move a little bit over more. So I can close up this side. Oh, that's not good. Oh, you know what? Maybe I go this side.
I just have to hold this side here.
You don't. Let go. Let go. Just a little bit of adjustment. Sometimes adjustments are needed. All right. All right. Adjustment made. All right, let's go over here now. That's good. That is good. That is good. Now I'm over here. Okay. This side goes up as well, not all the way. All right. All right. All right. So now we're gonna go on the front side and get the front done and start wrapping down the side. How you doing? All right, so we're on the front part of the shed now. Same type of idea. Slide your J in. This one has to go between the fit. There we go. That's like that. All right. Screw in our J trim. Okay, that one's in. Then we're over here now. And on to the next one over there. All right, so Marcus, you're gonna have to step down a little bit so I can get onto that ladder that you're on. So that we can get up and into here. All right, over here, I got a snippet so we can miter the corner. That's one snip. That's two snips. And basically up like this. This is how we miter a corner, folks. All right, everything is up. Everything is where it needs to be. Another screw into here. All right, we're gonna go cut some more soffit and pop it up here. We'll see you guys in a bit. And so everybody can see, this is my cutting table. Basically, I have a guide that comes down here where the saw basically comes down and cuts. And then I have a little measuring table that runs right across the top. So then I see exactly how much I need to cut by sliding up the soffit to the required cut. So that's what it's all about. In case everybody was wondering out there what kind of a table it is, that's the table. All right, let's go put the soffit up. All right, so let's take care of the front section over here. Everything is in place. Slide this in. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully I measured it right. And boom. That's all she wrote. Right. So like I said with the back ones, with the other ones, it's a tongue groove. Slide the one in. Slide the 2 in. Put up some screws. Right. All right, Marcus, I'm gonna step on that ladder. If you can step down, please. Yeah, like that. Like that. All right, fast enough. These ones we just left hanging up here. All right. All right, let's see how I measure this one. All right, just a little bit bigger. Need to snip down just right up here a little bit. All right. All right. Now we're gonna put up a piece of fascia up here. Let me go grab the fascia. You can keep recording, Marcus. All right. Let's see how big this fascia is. Go with the wrap. Yeah, we gotta go with a little bit of a wrap over here. So let me leave that like that. Step over the ladder like that. Put a mark on the back section. Bring it down. This is where we have to use our square. We got our measurement. Square it up. Snip the top. Snip the bottom. Put a little sniffity sniff in here. Good. That's like that, that's like that. Give it a nice fold. All right. Okay. So this, stay off like this. All right, I'm gonna move over to the other end so it lines all up. Put another screw down here. Hold everything in nice in place. All right, that looks good. How's it look, Marcus?
Looks good.
Put a screw up here. Put another one up over here. All right. All right. All right, so we got the fascia knocked off on the front. We got the fascia knocked off on the side over here. Got a little bit of fascia at the back over here. Soffit only left on the other side. So let's get at her. All right, well, as you guys can see, this side is very tight. Not much room for a normal person, let alone a big guy like me. So now I have to get up in here. Basically pull one of these. Oh. Oh. Okay, Marcus, pass me the J-trim, please, buddy. Thank you. All right, cut off this 9 inches that I gotta cut here. Oh. Okay. Gun. Oh. So difficult working in these tight spots. But we will get it done, right, Marcus?
Yes, we will.
All right. Go like that, and go like that. Bring this into where it's supposed to be. All right. Oh, oh boy. All right, Marcus. We're gonna cut some soffit now. So let's go cut the soffit. This I can leave up here. Don't have to worry about it right now. Ugh. Very tight, folks. Very tight. Very tight. Ugh.
A few moments later.
Pass me the soffit, Marcus. Cute. All right. Lots of fun. Hey, Marcus.
Yes,
Lots of fun, huh?
yes it is.
Okay, first one's in. Yay. Cute. Oh. Difficult, difficult, difficult. You guys would be surprised at some of the tight spots I've had to get into to get soffit done like this. Oh, watch my goodness fall. Oh. All right. Okay. so easy. This spot. I just...
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Marcus, go pass me a piece of fascia, please.
Okay. Is it this?
Yeah.
Okay. Done?
Well, that's okay. Oh man, not fun. Let go. Fold that piece down there. That's it. That's it. Okay. That's it. That's it. Okay. Oh. Oh. All right. There's the part. All right, Marcus, give me another piece of. You know what? I gotta measure this. Oh, it's so tight. Oh. Okay. Oh. All right. You know what, Marcus? Hold on to those and pass them to me as I need. Have somebody? You. Okay. Okay. These ones I can do from there, so I'm gonna have to come back over there. Oh wait. Is it in?
Yeah.
To the J-trim?
Yes.
All right, got this other last one that we had there as well. Okay, I gotta come around the back. I can finish that last one from there, and then we'll put this fascia up from here. Hold on to that as well, please. All right. Back up a little bit, buddy. All right, let me see if I can slide that about right there. There we go. Okay. Hold on to that, sir. Last piece of soffit. All right. All right. Pass me that fascia, please, Marcus. Go. Now, we're putting up the fascia. Marcus, grab that. I just have to measure it to make things a little bit easier. 62, 66. 4 inches over this end. Stay right there. Still gotta bend this side over here now. 62. 62. Square it up. Okay, a little bit of a snippet right there. All right, a bit of a snip right there. All right, so this fascia is going up. All right. All right. Marcus, remind me I gotta go put one more screw down at the end over there, okay, buddy? Okay, let's just measure up this last piece of fascia here. And then we are done. 74. 74. All right, last piece going up now, folks. All right, so this one we're gonna slide under here. I got it, Marcus. Focus on the camera. There we go. Right here. Another one over here. One in the bottom here, so it holds it in place. That one's like that. Gonna have to put one more over here. There we go. There we go. And that's that, folks. We just finished it all off. Soffit, fascia, soffit down the side here. Fascia, soffit down this side here. All the way down that way. Front, done. Looks nice, clean, professional. What do you say, Marcus? You think we did a good job?
Yes, we did.
All right. Can't do it without my buddy here. Without him, it's not possible. Most of the times. See you guys in a bit, all right? See ya.
See ya.
All right. We just got in the van. It started raining as we were cleaning up, so we finished off that little soffit fascia job on that trough, on the shed, I should say. So now we're gonna go grab something to eat, and then we're gonna go finish off our day by doing a little small service close to us. So hang on, we got a little bit more to show you today. See ya.
See ya.
We just pulled up to that last service that me and Marcus have to get done. It's raining, but we're gonna manage to get rid of it. This is a house that I did, say, about 4 months ago. Now we're back just to close up a couple of little spots above his entry door at the back. Well, you'll see it anyways. Big house. Majority of the work that I do are typically on custom homes, but I do re and renovation. So, all right. So this is what we have to do down here. You can see above the doors. So you got plywood there, and they got plywood over here. So basically, I got to cover that up and make it look pretty. All right, so these two sides that we need to put siding on, I already managed to get the paper and tape up on this one. Marcus was in the front with the camera, so he's back now. So I want to show you what I'm doing there. I'm also going to show you what I'm going to do over here. So Marcus is going to record while I put the paper up there. Put this over here. There, left there. From here, across it. Over here. Brave up. Oh, almost fell. All right, cut the rest of the front. All right, got enough to take down there. Got enough to take down there. Make a little more space up here now. All right, grab the tape. Tape up.
About to be on the other side.
That's right. Marcus, just like how we done on the other side. All right. Cut across the bottom. Like that, like that. That's nice and sealed. All right, one more scoop up. Oh. Vapor barrier up. Tuck tape is up. Now it's time for the metal. Basically, this one comes how far now? Sometimes you gotta do a little bit of cleaning up because nobody thinks about you. When they're doing their job, they don't think about what they need to have done properly. 74 is right there. Maybe I can get this out of one full piece like that, but no. All right, so this piece now goes up in here, enough room. And then what we do, we screw this in. Screw those in. Like I said, not everything's always done exactly the way you like. But we do what we must. Okay, this one can stay here. I can do that for the sides. I'm going to move over a little bit more, Marcus.
Hi.
Okay, that's there. You know what? We'll put these in for now. Right to there. Cut this piece off. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so I need a little trim. A little bit more. Okay, there. That one's in there. There we go. Screw in there. Screw in there. Screw in there. All right. We'll put the J trim up on the other side as well right now. So we're gonna put up C trim on the other side now. Oh, no problem. Is that? No, it's not. It's work. Can't say that. Yeah, don't do it. Don't even do that. Well, if you made it this far in the video, all I have to say is, how you doing? All right. So now we are putting up the panels. I've already put one up that Marcus can show you just to get it started. Now I'm cutting the next one. Like this. There we go. Beach fly jumping in. This will fast in the water.
There's a name across the GTA that homeowners trust. L&M aluminum, quality's a must. Sonny and Mark are showing up with purpose and with pride. The Stano boys together working side by side. When your house needs protection from the elements outside, L&M's the name you can't deny. Building reputation, one job at a time. Father and son perfecting this craft, making houses shine. L&M aluminum, that's the name you need to know. Soffit And Fascia eavesdrops, watch the water flow. Every detail matters when you're building something right. L&M aluminum, working morning into night. From the ground up to the sky, they shine. L&M, that's the bottom line. L&M, quality you see. L&M, the Stano legacy. L&M. Sonny sets the standard, Marcus learns the trade. Precision in the flash and excellence displayed. Vinyl siding standing strong through every season's test. The Stano boys delivering the very best. Dedication, building trust with every job complete. L&M aluminum can't be beat. When you see them pour up to your door, you know you're getting craftsmanship and more. L&M aluminum, that's the name you need to know. Soffit And Fascia eavesdrops, watch the water flow. Every detail matters when you're building something right. L&M aluminum, working morning into night. From the ground up to the sky.
So just finished off the last little bit. I'll give you a quick little look at it. So basically the header above the door, we put up the board and batten siding, nice and clean. Same as the other side over there. Sometimes people end up having plywood up there, so they just want to spruce it up. So that's how the board and batten helps out. All right, awesome. On to pack everything up and call it a night. Hey everybody, all right, the day's come to an end. We're done for our day. Thanks again for being part of our journey. We really appreciate it. Hope there was something that you guys might have picked up from our installs today that might help you in the future. Until the next time we see each other, please subscribe, hit that like button, and God bless. All right, have a good night, guys. See you later.
Have a good night. See ya.
Later, guys. How you doing?